Yeah, old people, immigrants, sign me the fuck up. I didn't know where I was going with that. What else did I try to talk shit about Florida? What's good about Cuba? Missiles? So making Cubans. Pork, ham, Swiss cheese, mayo, mustard, pickles? Why the fuck not? Let's do it.
So to start this ham, we have to make a brine. We're going to start with 6 quarts or 1.5 gallons of water. You want this water to be room temperature or a little warmer so the salts will dissolve. To this, we're going to add our salts. That is 2 cups of kosher salt and 7 teaspoons of pink nitrate curing salt. And we got to give that a good mix. To this, I'm also adding a pinch of apple smoked sea salt. And a little bit of liquid smoke. We're also going to add to this about 3/4 cup of whiskey. Granulated garlic. Small handful of black peppercorn, some chili flakes, mustard seed, chili powder, and we're going to add to that some bay leaf. And just once again, we're going to make sure everything's mixed well. We're going to lower our pork into the brine.
So into a saucepan, we're going to combine roughly 1/2 cup of syrup. More like a cup, probably. And just some whiskey.
We've got a honey and an apple whiskey, as well as just a regular whiskey.
And we're just going to heat that up, stir it around a little, reduce a little bit, and be the guys for our hams. We've had our syrup gently simmering for about 5 minutes now. The harsh whiskey smell has gone away, so I think it's time to glaze our ham. For our second ham, we're doing a chili, garlic, and ginger glaze. So we got some chili and garlic sauce here. A little bit of chopped ginger. A little bit of garlic. And some honey for sweetness. And I'm just going to mix that up. So we got our hams here. These have been roasted. They're fully cooked. We're going to put the glaze on. We're going to put them back in the oven. First, we're going to take off the strings so we're not digging through the glaze to get at them. And since these are fully cooked, they should hold their shape. I'm going to need scissors for this. Here's our whiskey and syrup glaze. Just be careful. This shit will burn you and everyone you love. You'll die. Using a pastry brush, I'm just going to kind of mop this on. You can be generous with it. Make sure to get the top as well as the front and back and sides. Alright, that's the whiskey maple. And this will be the garlic and ginger. Again, be pretty liberal with it. Alright, these are going back in the oven, 425, about 5 to 10 minutes, just so the glaze can set up. So we're using a bone-in center-cut pork roast for our ham, and it's got these rib bones that I need to cut off first. Right, once I have those removed, I'm going to flip it back over and just carve.
I want to cut thinner than that though, right?
Yeah.
Oh, it's fucking ham, bro.
And as you can see, we're getting that pink color. That's from the nitrates and the salt, the curing salt. So instead of just frying our pork like normal, we're actually going to bread it in panko and then fry it. So I'm going to make a spice mixture. Basically just seasoned panko. Panko breadcrumbs, a little bit of garlic powder. Healthy hit of crushed red pepper. Some onion powder. Ground mustard. Chili powder. Oregano. And a little bit of Cajun spice. And of course, salt. And we're just going to mix it up, and that'll be the breading for our pork. We're actually going to pound out our pork cutlets so they cook a little bit easier. So we got 2 sheets of wax paper here. I'm going to put these in between and work in batches. And our meat mallet. So you get something like that. So we're using a Portuguese sub roll, which is pretty similar to a French roll. We're just going to cut into that and open it up so we can toast it. So we're spreading some mayo on our bun here, and we're going to toast it in that instead of using butter. So now that our bun is toasted, we're going to flip it over. We're going to add our cheese to it, and we're going to put a lid on to kind of create like a mini oven just to melt the cheese. And a little bit of water in there helps to kind of steam it up. Alright, so we got our bread and melted cheese here, and we're going to do mayo on the bottom, mustard on top, a few generous slices of our ham, our fried pork cutlet, pickles on top of that, and that there is a Cuban.